Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the final portion here of Roleplay One Shots. The West marches. Steven, please take it.
All right. So you hear a roar, Kellen.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
And like all of the deer just scatter. Like your hunting is completely ruined by this. But
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Like you heard the roar coming off to your right.
Roar of a bear, I'm guessing. I could probably tell.
Give me a nature roll.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Come here. You. There.
Yes,
I can. Okay, good.
it was a bear roar.
Okay.
And as you listen, you hear another bear roar. Two bears.
Two of them. Oh, geez.
Yes.
Okay, now this is going to sound a little weird. But as a part of the favorite enemy being beasts, it says you choose... wait, hold on. When you gain space, you also learn one language of your choice that is spoken by your favorite enemies if they speak one at all. Now, I know they don't speak one at all, but could I tell intentions by the roars? Like, is it a roar of hunger? Is it a roar of anger?
I think that'd be another nature roll to see if you can
I'll roll
discern.
again. You bet. I love rolling. Same roll.
You don't know.
Our
Okay, I don't
fucking
know.
rolls
Cool.
tonight, Zeke.
That's cool, man. It's
Damn.
totally cool. So I hear roars. Are they on either side of me, or are they both coming from one way?
They're all off to your right.
Okay. Let's see. So how far away do I think?
Hard to tell, really.
Okay, as far as like if I were to start like running full out, would it be like they would hear me and blah blah blah?
If you were running full out, I mean, like they might hear you, but they're deer just running away. Also, I mean, these bears are roaring every once in a while. You know, if you just ran away, it's unlikely that they would really pursue you.
Okay, and what time of is it? Full on night.
Yeah, it's like 11, 12 p.m.
Okay.
You got zoned in pursuing these deer.
Okay. So, how far is it back to the town?
Like another 3 hours or whatever. You've really been hunting for quite some time.
Oh, so I'm 3 hours away from the town.
Yep.
Holy crap. Okay, so there's no me going there and grabbing people and coming back.
Nope.
Okay. So, oh my god. I have to check it out. I have to go and check out what's going on. So I have something to report, and hopefully I can get the fuck out of there if I have to quickly. So I'm going to do my, what is it?
Stealth?
Stealth, yes, stealth.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll a stealth roll.
Do a stealth roll and move towards the sound as stealthily as I can. I have a +3 bonus. Yeah.
Nice.
17.
That's pretty solid. All right. You thread your way through like a path that leads between a couple hills.
Okay.
The stars are quite bright. There's a cloud moving across the moon, and as the cloud moves out from in front of the moon, the moonlight illumines a beautiful scene. There is a cave in the hillside in front of you, with like what looks like a couple of flags strung out in front of it on a line or something like that. There's a
Tibetan
low
flags?
what's that?
Like those Tibetan peace flags that some people have?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay,
It's
cool.
hard to see.
Okay.
And you see a low campfire smoldering sort of out in the clearing in front of this cave. And there are two bears in this clearing who are enjoying the pleasure of each other's company.
Oh god, okay. Okay. But this looks like a place for like there's a low fire burning, so the bears can't make fire. So this is ridiculously suspicious. So what I want to do is take stock of the entire scene of what's going on. Two bears making love out in the middle of the woods with a fire and flags and stuff like that, and then I will sneak the fuck back out.
Yeah.
Since I know and take stock of the way to go to this cave, so we can all go in the morning.
Yep. All right. Okay. Sounds excellent.
Cool.
So you're stopping to watch for a while, is what you're saying?
Do we need to talk about that? I mean,
he takes a full account of the situation.
Fucking like gets out a drawing board. He's like, "Yep, got that. We're good." Yep.
He's watching some free bear porn.
This is what it's like. Yeah.
Is there a role for that?
If a bear is in the woods,
1d10 minutes and then I leave.
Yeah. 1d10 minutes. Isn't that a little generous?
I'm a guy, man. I'm a guy. 1d10 minutes is plenty.
I was gonna say. Okay.
Good.
So you make your way back to town. Now you're gonna need to rest in order to gain the benefit of the full rest, of course. So you can sleep in extra in the morning to make up for the hours that you missed when you were off hunting. Mm-hmm. So you guys all wake up, gather together. It's probably like late morning by the time Kellen is ready to wake up and be pleasant in company. And he tells you, I assume, Kellen, do you?
Yep. Regale them with the story.
Yep, he tells you what he saw. And Kellen, you would also be able to confer advantage on anybody who was trying to find this location now that you've been there.
Perfect. So that's I saw, and it's a man-made fire, obviously hung flags like men did it, and there are two bears roaring and making love in the woods. So I suggest we go and investigate that further if everyone's keen.
I have an important question.
Okay.
For Bardrick. Have you ever written any songs about bears making love in the plains?
Nope. That would be not something that has been in my repertoire before. So.
Yeah. As a bard, are you pursuing new songs, new situations?
I would be. Okay. But the thing is that when you're approached with a strange, unique situation like this, you just immediately start reflecting on it. What does that even look like? I have to admit, I'm a little curious. Curious.
Yeah,
kind of want to see it for myself.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
If I may.
Maybe if Kellen could describe it a bit for me.
I like bear butts, and I cannot lie.
Yes.
You other bards can't deny.
Yeah.
Are we multi-classing now? Can you do that?
That is awesome.
It's just 2 lines I picked up by osmosis.
Kellen.
Yeah.
Kellen, please.
Nice. That was awesome. You get sprung? You got sprung, right?
I pulled up tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Good. So
I am so beside myself. Yeah, bro. That's awesome. Way to go, Kellen. Pound it.
Pound.
So
what's the plan today?
We need to find new friends soon. Anyways, we should probably leave. Kellen, is it safe to bring the wagon, or should we all go on horseback?
It's in the woods. I wouldn't bring the wagon.
Did we ask about Hexite? Just real quick before we leave the town. Did we ask about Hexite? The woman that wrote and left the note.
Hextia. Yeah, you asked about her.
Yeah,
she's a hedge witch who lives to the north.
She's a hedge
witch.
witch. Okay, cool. Perfect.
And you got a location for her. She's within sight of the old standing stone.
Now, which direction is she? What direction is she as opposed to which direction this cave is? Where's this cave from town?
Hextia is north. The cave that Kellen found is west.
Okay, I'm totally good to go. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I tell everybody. Yeah, if we're gonna be leaving, before we go, I need to make a stop real quick. I rented a man's house last night, and I'm going to see if I can just sell him this wagon.
I kind of stopped for a second. I said, "You rented an entire house?"
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay in some shithole.
How much did you pay for that?
It was like 20 gold. It wasn't that much.
How much gold did you have?
Wow.
20 gold. Oh my god.
I mean,
hold on. Did you take money from our gold?
No. This was from with the chest. We still got the chest.
Okay, so you didn't take any of our gold for that.
No, we're good.
Okay.
I mean, everyone we share, right? This is a sharing group. I have 20 golds, but yeah, we're good. Anyways, I'm gonna drop off the carriage. We'll.
I'd still like to be. I'd still like to
Yes,
say that.
yes.
Like,
About
to be paid
the
back at
matter
some
of
time.
yes, we will.
Yes, that's good.
Considering this bear part is time sensitive, we should probably talk about that later.
Yeah.
I look over
Again,
at
let's talk about that
Elsilla
after the bear.
and kind of probably talk about this later.
Yeah, I give a wink to Scyllid once, and then a wink to Kellen as well.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Why are you all winking?
Everybody's winking.
Winking means yes. 1 wink for yes and 2 winks for no.
Yep, Kellen,
Right.
fast
Good.
learner.
As we're walking out of the town,
So
I
gonna talk later.
kind of roll right up next to Asilla, and I kind of put my arm around him, and I say, just kind of smile at it, and then I go, "Don't you think I forgot about what happened?"
Yeah. I hope not.
And then I release him and walk a few steps ahead of him.
Okay. I don't do anything extra. I just kind of like look off in the distance.
Who is leading the group to the bear site?
Kellen is.
Kellen. Okay, Kellen. Roll a. I guess it's a nature check.
Okay. I can do those. I've been doing those.
Nature or survival, actually, whichever is better for you.
Let's see. Survival is probably a bit better, so it is 11 total then.
And
Plus
you're
2.
rolling at advantage, so roll again.
Okay. So.
Okay. 14.
14. Yep, 14.
Okay, so it takes you most of the morning and afternoon, but finally you find the trail again, and you come over the crest of a ridge, and you look down on this campsite, and there's a cave, and there's this string with actually clothes hanging on it. It's a clothesline. It's
Okay.
not flags.
Gotcha.
And there's a cold, burnt out fire down there. And let's see. And you don't see a bear.
Do we see? Well, fuck. I'm not a tracker. Kellen, shouldn't we be able to find where these bears went if they walked away from here? Quite easily.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you exactly where they went.
Yep,
Great.
Yep, sure.
As I roll a tracking. No, there's no tracking roll.
Survival. It'd be
It's survival. Okay, it's not a survival roll. Okay. I can tell you exactly where they went with confidence. They went that way.
Great.
So-
Let's go that way.
Kellen, you head down towards the campsite because obviously, like, there's no tracks right here. There's tracks down around the cave and around the campsite. So you'd have to go down there and investigate.
Okay.
And it's kind of, there's tracks going everywhere. You can't really tell which are the most recent. It looks like there are some tracks that lead off to the north, some tracks that continue off to the west. By where you are now, you're starting to see at the very edge of the horizon to the west the forest itself. And there's this cave, which is not lit, but it also seems quite small. Like there's maybe some like broken up wood back in the back of the cave, something like that.
Okay, so I can see the entirety of the cave. In the entirety of the inside of the cave.
You think so from where you are right now? Like maybe there's a couple of crevices and like fluctuations of the rock surface. It's kind of dark too. You'd have to get close to really know.
Okay, I'm going to listen to see if I can hear anything.
Oh, give me a perception check.
You betcha. And that perception. Yep.
Just a quick question while we're doing this. As Zeke is kind of a druid-esque kind of character, ranger character, in this world, is it obvious if a person is kind of like transformed into a bear? Like, are there werebears and then bears? Do they look different, like werewolf-esque kind of humanoid? Or when you transform into a bear, do you become a bear, like bear?
I think it varies from were creature to were creature.
That's key. I was on the same track. That's what I was trying to kind of glean from, my druidic raising and that kind of stuff.
Kellen, you don't hear anything. Now, would our scout, Bardrick, would you roll a perception check as well?
Can do. Oh, wait. 1 second. It's frozen on me. Annoying. There we go. Boop.
Okay. You're standing sort of over at the edge of the campsite, and you hear a gasp from up on top of the hill nearby. Sort of someone going,
like behind me, where we were just. Whoa. Okay, so I kind of dropped down into the grass.
Not like literally behind where you were coming from, but like off to your right from another nearby, cluster of rocks and hill and stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop down as low as I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start sneaking towards where the sound was.
Okay. Are you gonna go like look in the direction of the sound or?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth roll. Oh wow. Okay. You start circling around.
Yep.
And you circle around like this cluster of rocks, and so like you're a little bit a ways back from the cave right now, and there's this cave opening, and there's Kellen sort of standing in front of it, cocking his ear, and the others are sort of standing around, like poking at the fire or looking at the clothing on the clothesline.
I'm looking at Salit. I'm just like, that's a fire, right there.
Yep. And Bardrick, as you come around the corner of these rocks, you find there's a woman standing behind the rocks, completely naked, looking out towards the cave.
Not bad.
What do you do? She hasn't seen you. You just dropped out of her vision as soon as you dropped down into the tall grasses.
What is she doing standing there? Like, is she just sort of, does she look like she's waiting for something?
She's peeking around and looking at the three who are sort of investigating the cave.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Let me just see what I got here. I don't want to hurt her. I don't really know if she's bad or not. So,
Sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I'm still stealth.
Everything explodes.
I'm still stealthed.
Let's make sure everybody's okay here. Hey guys, how you doing? Everybody
Steven's
alive?
rats that he keeps. I'm not kidding.
Rats make great pets, man.
Yeah.
They do. Everybody's fine. Behave yourselves. Okay, so have you decided how you're going to stab this woman yet?
I don't think I'm gonna stab her. I don't know if she's like a bad person or not.
Okay. Are you gonna just be like, hi?
Yeah, I'm gonna just. Actually, okay. I'm gonna kind of go, and I'm gonna kind of stand up, and I'm gonna look really sheepish, and I'm not trying to look imposing at all.
Yeah.
And I just said, I just followed those guys here. I just followed them here.
She jumps, turns around, like covers herself, and she just like immediately starts, and you see like tears well up in her eyes.
It's okay. I'm not gonna do anything to you.
And
like
she just sort of sits down in the grass, and she says, "Oh, it's all over. I've been found." And she puts her head in her hands and begins weeping.
Can we hear this voice?
Yeah, can they hear that?
I don't think you can. It's far enough away, and you guys
are still investigating the cave entrance.
Yeah, you guys are otherwise occupied.
Okay.
Okay, so how far away are they?
They're like 50 or 60 feet away. And you guys are behind this sort of like cluster of big, like twice man-sized standing stones that are grouped up against the side of this.
It's really big.
This hill.
Well, she just said she's been found. Okay. I don't think it does any damage. Does Tasha's hideous laughter do any damage?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna cast that on her.
Okay. So she tries to make a charisma saving throw. She fails, and she immediately begins like flailing on the ground, laughing uproariously.
Better than crying.
And you can concentrate on You can concentrate on this for up to a minute and keep her laughing for that period of time.
But I can't say anything else, can I? If I'm concentrating.
No, you can speak, you can fight, you can do everything. There's just like actions that will break your concentration, like taking damage will break concentration. And like, what do the rest of you do when you start hearing this human woman sounding woman shrieking with laughter from nearby?
Me and Cillian were just like,
that shit cray, yo! And I like start screaming, that shit cray! Like, come on over, guys.
Man, look at this Oh, we'll be right there. We run over.
Yeah, you guys run over, and here is Bardrick Bardison, like standing over this naked woman who's like rolling face down on the ground, like flailing her arms and fists as she's laughing uproariously.
Bardrick,
what
I got bitches. Just gonna say.
Found
Now,
a friend.
how exactly hot is this woman?
She's
This is important.
moderately attractive. Average attraction level.
Average. Okay.
Good.
Why is there a naked woman laughing hysterically?
I had the same question.
I think we're all just kind of staring at Bard at this point.
Oh, it's okay.
No, I'm staring at the woman, but
Fair enough.
I cast a laughter spell on her, so she'll do this for about a minute or so, and then. But she said that she'd been found by you guys or me. I'm not sure who, but I think that she might have something to do with all of the bear stuff. I don't know.
While I am listening, I am turning my back on these guys and looking to see if anything else is going to be attracted by this.
Okay. You don't see anything at the moment.
I'm staying there, just keep my eyes open, listening to what's behind me. Yep.
I walk directly up to the woman, and I'm staring at her, looking for any out-of-place marks on her body, anything weird with her hair or face, trying to figure out if there's anything strange about this woman who is in the middle of the forest, naked, complaining about being found.
It's the plains, not the forest.
Oh, the plains, yes.
Now that she's like face down and like shrieking with laughter, you can see she actually has claw marks all down her back.
Like injuries?
Brown cow.
Like, are we talking like surface level scratches or like
surface level claw marks?
Trauma? Okay.
I believe this woman was attacked by a bear.
And lived?
I immediately turn around and look.
I'm not sure.
A bear would tear a woman in half. Why would they just surface level scratch her, and why would they leave her alone after that?
You make a very valid point, Salid. Also, can someone please stop her from laughing?
No, I can't. Sorry. Just give it a few more seconds.
Kellen, do these look like bear marks?
Yell at her through the laughing? Can we like? Is she able to respond like yes and no, or is she just
no? She's out of control laughing. Right? You can stop concentrating and release her of the laughter.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kellen, please. Are those the marks of the bear?
What's that?
I'm asking Kellen. I was like, Kellen, are these bear marks on this woman's back?
I believe that they are. They indeed are the marks of bears, and I'm assuming that the other one may be coming. So I'm going to make my way halfway in between us and the cave, and you investigate this further. I'm no good with people.
I grab Kellen's arm. I grab Kellen's arm, and I say, Kellen, I want you to think back in your memory, and I want you to envision, just for no particular reason, this woman in the position of the animals you witnessed last night. And I want you to think of the top bear's placement of the hands, and I want you to know, and I'm just out of curiosity, does it match up with where these scratches are on that woman's body?
I believe that...
Yeah.
It does, actually. Good.
Well,
very
I like
good.
to get her out of my concentration.
There's only one thing that could have happened here. This woman was attacked by the bear.
But she was a bear at the same time, so...
That could not have happened, Kellen.
This is a bear fucker, yo.
I believe this woman is into bears, Kellen.
Trademark bear.
Yep.
May I speak with her?
Yeah, of course. She's right here.
She's out of her concentration now thing. Like, hysterics.
Miss!
She immediately begins crying.
Miss, please, stop crying now. Stop. Can you stop crying now, please?
Wait, she goes straight from laughing to crying?
Yeah.
It's just like all my dates.
We need to know, is there another person bear around here?
And she just sobs through her hands. She says, "No, there's only a bear."
Were you a bear? Were you ever at any time a bear yourself?
She goes quiet and she says, "Yes."
How did that happen?
Cool. Bear fucker.
And she sniffs and she says, Hextia, the witch, she gave me a spell to transform into a bear so I could come out here and be with my love.
You fell in love with a bear?
Yes, and
Pray.
she says, come into my cave. I'll put on some clothes and make myself decent for human company and tell you my tale.
Bardrick, I make any money that you make on this song. We're gonna have to do a split deal. Any deals here?
I perform for free, at least for my music.
All right.
So.
Well, we're gonna start charging for this song. Just keep it in there.
Okay.
We're gonna make a business. Yes, please. Let's go into your cave.
So she takes you back to the cave. She puts on some of the clothes from the clotheslines. She picks up like a very nice large recurve bow and straps like a kukri knife to her belt. And she says, I'm a huntress who lives in the town, and I've been hunting animals for the town for years. And I've slain many animals in my day, and I tan their hides, and I keep the town safe. And I was out hunting one day, and I saw a bear, and it was just the most beautiful man I'd ever seen. And I knew then that I had to pursue this bear. And I had no idea what I would do, but I went to Hestia, and she says that if I gave her my firstborn child that I conceived of the bear, then she would give me a spell to transform me into a bear. But she gets quite distraught at this point. And she says, but I never thought it would be temporary. And she just like bursts out weeping again and crying into her hands.
So real quick, we established there were no, when we were looking over her when she was naked, there were no birthmarks, no distinguishing characteristics besides the scratches?
Correct.
I was going to see if
where is your lover?
She doesn't know. He goes off foraging in the day.
So you expect him to be back sometime tonight then?
She nods.
How, and you can no longer turn into a bear? The bear? What? How does this process work?
She says, well, you can bet I'm going to go back to Hextia and try to get the spell again.
Great.
Was the person that was killed by the bear her?
Yes.
So wait a second. So there may have not been anyone killed by a bear.
The spell.
This whole thing may have been her.
Shed her human skin, ripped out. She turned into a bear inside of the skin, and then ripped out of her normal skin, and became a bear for a short time, and then reverted back to human. Is what I'm gathering. Is that true?
So this is not
Bear lady.
Murder,
She confirms that's exactly what happened. There was no bear attack on the town. There was only one bear, and it was her, and it was her leaving.
Wait, so we're not getting any pelts out of this?
Depends. How far do you want to take this?
Oh my god.
Now, bear in mind.
Well played, sir.
That if we slay her as a bear, the skin will probably turn back into human skin.
And that won't sell for
Too
much.
true.
Back at the house.
You've already got one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But wait, we could
Wow.
still always get the husband, or not husband, but boyfriend? Bear boyfriend? I don't know what to call him.
Bear friend.
Bear friend. There we go.
Is she
All right,
like hearing
guys.
us say that? Because I don't want to do.
It is 11 o'clock, aka the top of the hour, and we've completed our first one shot.
Wow.
So all of you guys will return safely to Viriscali, and you know, if you guys ever want to play again, then we can do another one shot of this and explore more stuff. There's lots of stuff that I need to add to my map and make sure that we know where Hextia is, where Nala is, where the bandit camp is. There's just tons of stuff.
The Elven Ruins with the arrow?
The Elven Ruins, yep, absolutely. You found an arrow leading to some Elven Ruins.
Dude, we need to do that.
Yeah. That sounds cool. More fame.
I gotta find stuff out about my sword, man. I ain't done.
I know. I need to find my folks. I was going to ask the bear lady about my parents, see if she knows anything or heard of them or whatever.
There you go. Cool. All right. Well, at the end of these shows, we usually do shout-outs. So, why don't you do some shout-outs while we're wrapping up?
Shout-outs.
Wrap it up.
Anything, man. Shout-out to your Twitch, Twitter. It's
promotion
time.
Social stuff, like channels and everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, first of all, guys, I just want to thank everyone. This has been absolutely phenomenal. This has been the longest D&D I've ever played. This has been my first real game. So huge thank you to JP, Zeke, Shannon, Steven. You guys were amazing. This was an absolute incredible experience. Thank you for everything. For anyone that had some fun, I stream every day at 8 a.m. You can find me on Twitter, CohhCarnage, Twitch, CohhCarnage, YouTube, CohhCarnage, stream group, The Coalition, and hope to see you guys there. And yeah, thanks for everything. It was an absolute blast.
There you go. Cool stuff. Zeke. You want to do some shout-outs?
Absolutely. I would love to do some shout-outs. As you can see, I've got the Twitter and the Twitch right over there, so I'll link it in the chat. But also, I want to give a big shout-out for the guy who gave me my RP wings. The Sour Kool-Aid Show, DP, has been and was my first and awesome DM. If you want to check him out, ask him about our old days of role-playing, I suggest you do that. Sour Kool-Aid Show, twitch.tv/Sour Kool-Aid Show. If you want to check me out, twitch.tv/Ezekiel_III. Last but absolutely not least, JP, thank you for this opportunity, man. It's just a little nibble of what I need for the role-playing sustenance, and I thank you. And it was a damn pleasure to play with you once again. Shannon, awesome to meet you. You did. I'm seriously. You didn't hold back. I love that.
That rapping is amazing. That was amazing.
And it was. And Steven. Sorry, I don't know if you go by Steve or Steven. Steven, man.
Either way,
dude, kick ass. I love that you let stuff go and then you shit on me a couple times. That's a sign of a good DM. It's like, nope, you're not getting this shit, but I'll give you this. I love it. Thank you very much, you guys. I had a blast.
Cool stuff. Shannon, do some shout-outs.
Well, first of all, thanks to Steven. I have never had a DM that puts bestiality in a session before.
She was a bear at the time.
Well,
let's be clear about that.
I have to do a bit of soul searching now because I'm pretty sure that Bardrick doesn't really know, when a woman tries to fuck a bear, question if it's hot, question if it's hot, question if it's hot. I don't know.
Oh my God.
There's some soul searching that needs to happen. But yeah, I don't often stream, but I do hang out all the time in twitch.tv/Sacriel, and you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ShannonZKiller, and same on YouTube. I've got some old Don't Starve stuff that's guides and walkthroughs and things.
Cool. Last but not least, Steven, do some shout-outs, sir.
So, thank you very much to our guest players, Shannon, Ezekiel 3, and CohhCarnage. You guys were all fantastic. It was a great group to have, and I would love to play with any of you again. Thanks to everybody who watched. We had some new faces out there today, so I hope you guys had a good time. There will be a Q&A on reddit.com/r/itmeJP. I'm going to drop that in chat right now. So if you guys have questions about the West Marches or this episode or whatever, come by and ask them. If you guys are wondering where the fuck that came from, I've always wondered, if magic were real, what would people do with it? Seriously. So, now you know.
There you go.
You can find me everywhere on the internet at Silent Osiris with a 0 instead of an O. It makes it real easy to remember. I do streaming on Twitch on Saturday mornings starting around 10 a.m. Eastern, and you can follow me on Twitter for all sorts of roleplay stuff. I hope you guys loved it and that you'll check out JP's other roleplay shows, R&D, which I run, Swan Song, that I play in as a player, and Solemn, that I'm not a part of, but JP is, and it's a great show that you deserve to watch.
Cool stuff.
That's all.
Thanks for having us, JP.
Yeah, thanks for being on. I will
Jake.
say, for those that want to watch Shannon, you are actually going to be on Neil's future show, correct?
Yes.
I don't know when that's launching. You'll have to ask Neil for that.
We
but
actually set a date.
I don't know if that's public yet, though, so be careful.
I don't know if I can announce it, but it's going to be soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Cool. So yeah, just go bother Koibu on Twitter about that, because I don't know. I don't know when that's going to start. But yeah, that's going to do it for Roleplay One Shots, The West Marches. This is week 1. I think I'm probably going to be doing more of these kind of one-off shows with still being in a centralized world, because I quite like that idea. So I'll do all my shout-outs after the stream. First hour is already live on youtube.com/itmeJP if you want to watch that. And I'll do everything else after we close it out. So that's it, guys. Thanks to all of you for being on. This was a fantastic 5 or so hours.
Thanks.
Really enjoyed it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Later, y'all.